Hey up guys, what's going on and welcome back to York City where we are here in the Carabao Cup final. We've been to the FA Trophy final, we won that one. We've been to the leasing.com Trophy final, we lost that one. It's the next domestic cup up, the Carabao Cup final. Wembley awaits. But first of course some admin to do here. After the thrilling and irritating 4-3 loss to Manchester City, we followed up with back-to-back away draws. Now, we did have to pull back the one against Southampton 1-1. Sukakoita getting a 75th minute goal. Norwich was a goalless draw. And then we played Fulham again. I mean, we might as well just play them every week because we beat them 2-1 this time round. Harrison and Madeira on the score sheet. They had a Vidal and they scored against us with that person. Castillo was injured for 8 weeks in that match. It's worth noting there's nothing wrong with Bradley Saxton. I literally just kept forgetting to put him back in the team. All that means in terms of the league is the fact that we are now 5th with 28 games played. Most teams have played 28. At the very least, the teams that matter have played 28 games around us. Chelsea, 1 game in hand, but they're ahead of us regardless. We are 2 points behind Manchester United in 4th, 4 ahead of Liverpool, and a crucial 13 points ahead of Leicester in 7th. Obviously, depending on how the FA Cup goes, how the Europa League goes, 5th v 6th might be an important distinction, but being 13 points ahead of that 7th place means that in terms of the league, we might be alright in getting back into the Europa League no matter what. This trophy here, of course, gives us Euro Cup 2 anyway, if we were to win it. And in terms of the Premier League, the games remaining are actually kind of on the tough side, it has to be said. We play Chelsea next in the league, Tottenham are in that run. We end with Arsenal and Manchester United, Everton away, of course, last year's 2nd place. They've not fared too well thanks to the Champions League this year. They've actually dropped down into the Europa League. We've had our draw as well. Fenerbahce are our opponents. I'll be honest, it's one of the best options we could have got. So I will likely bring you the second half of that, along with the Leicester match that follows. We're still in the FA Cup, of course, against Everton away again there. Wolves away, Stoke. It's not the easiest of run-ins either, so I'm not really that confident in getting Champions League anymore. I felt confident once upon a time, but not so much now. And in terms of personnel, the only one we've brought in is Jonathan Gonzalez. This is largely due to Escobar going out on loan. Of course, he's contracted and wanting to be a starting player. He's not getting that this year. So we send him out on loan, weirdly as a squad player, but we send him out on loan just so he stops kicking up a fuss every 2 days. But there is a lot to love about Jonathan Gonzalez, who is probably going to be his long-term replacement. I feel like no one was going for Escobar in January. Sending him out on loan for the rest of the year. He's still contracted to 2031, so we can sell him in the summer if we want to. It was just the best case scenario at that point. Lentas has also gone on loan as well. Not playing, might as well. Madeira's still here, worth noting as well. Madeira is still here, and there's something crucial I noticed about Madeira in his information. He's about half a year away from getting British citizenship, if he so desires. So he may enter that fold as well as a non-foreign player come the end of the year. But Jonathan Gonzalez, now his physicals, not the best, but they can always improve, of course. The technicals already, 18 dribbling, 17 finishing, 14 composure 2, pretty good on that front, 16 on the anticipation, 16 on the technique. Passing isn't great, I'll be honest. Work rate isn't great, teamwork isn't great. We'll be working on them, but as another option, someone who actually desires to be a squad player. He's on less wages than Escobar is, actually, surprisingly, considering where we're at now. Again, he's sort of definite third choice as things stand. Alawar, by the way, has put himself significantly ahead of the rest of the pack out of nowhere. And that's why it's basically everything you just saw with Gonzalez, with all of the weaker points, not a problem. It's also worth noting in terms of our past meetings, we've won 2 of them, Chelsea have won 3 of them, Chelsea have won the last 3 of them, we actually won the first 2. Time to break that mould at a neutral ground. And as things go, in terms of the season's worth of performances, this is our best 11. Hidalgo will be in goal. He's actually edged ahead in the star ratings. They're both 3 stars, but he's now number 1 on my goalkeeper list. Also, this is a big game. Dutra is also one of 2 people who didn't enjoy the team meeting talk, so Dutra will not start this one. Hidalgo will start. Saxton will be on the left. Shalnan will be put back to complete because Nyambi played the last match. Courage and Rick in the middle, of course. Grimes and Surrey in the midfield. Madeira, Vidal and Harrison. It's very frustrating that he's our best performer in that position this year, but if he's going to perform, he's going to play, and Alawar will go up front. It's also worth noting with the arrival of Gonzalez, there has been a face swap. And I did it mostly because of their personalities. Vidal is a perfectionist, and a perfectionist deserves a face that has hair like that attached to it. Whereas Gonzalez is resolute, and I'm pretty certain that's a resolute kind of face. I've also just noticed we now only have one real person left in our first 11. We've got to that point of the save. Three on the bench, but only one on the starting lineup. They have 6 in their starting lineup. De Ligt in the centre-back, Bentancur, Mount, Bailey, Vinicius Jr. and Silva. Worth noting they're not starting with Nathan Watson or Damiani, who looks a little bit like that. Yeah, they have an actual striker who's better than Nathan Watson. Why is Damiani not starting? Fabio Silva is handy, but Damiani is insane. Also, I'm slightly revising my top 5 striker list now I've seen Damiani again. And as a little bit of a treat, we'll do this one in 3D from the off. As a highlight 4 minutes in. Leon Bailey is on the ball on this right-hand side. This might be a smidge too fast, I'm not sure. Harrison charging forward. Now he's got the ball. He's running away from 2 players there, actually. He's gone inwards. Giving it to Vidal, laid it off quite nicely there. Off to Madeira. He does have the option on the left-hand side. If he wants to take it, he decides not to and gives the possession away. Never change Madeira. Yeah, in terms of Madeira v Ponce's last 5 is 6.5 on average, basically. Fantastic tackle by Courage. So on that basis alone, Madeira stepped in. I've had a word with Ponce, although Madeira has just made 2 mistakes in this same highlight. Thankfully, Bailey has decided to kick it closer to the corner flag. I do observe the fact they do have 2 players already approaching 80% conditioning, so they've clearly played them quite recently. Irritatingly, I did notice as well, those Fenerbahce games, one of them's gone exactly 2 days before the Chelsea match in the league, with only 1 day's grace in between. It's not helpful. I don't know why the Chelsea match hasn't moved as a result. Although we're seeing literally nothing out of this until now. 42 minutes on the clock. It is the answer to everything. So is it the answer to this particularly dull cup final? Grimes, though, has got the possession. That will not get to Madeira because what was the point of that, James? Bailey charging at us again. Courage did not tackle him that time. And Fabio Silva has... I'm not really sure how he's got past the defender there. He sort of just... I mean, Rick just looked like he was trying to impress himself, literally, upon Silva there. I told him I'm far from pleased with what I've seen, mostly because I haven't seen anything. Hidalgo gathers that ball quite nicely and hoofs it. Takes short kicks is the instruction. That was not short, but we've got away with it. Alawar on this ball, charging at the goalkeeper. It's not in. It is now. Oh dear. Oh, I mean, Alawar's the one celebrating, but the camera's not gone with him for good reason. Oh, if that's the deciding goal. I mean, Alawar nearly gets it in. It's that is. Thank you. Basically, Uar has got on the pitch. Awar, I don't know how you're supposed to actually pronounce it, to be honest. Harrison, thankfully, has gathered that completely pointless click from Seri at their defender. Vidal's coming, he's going for it. Oh, God. I mean, that's a goal worthy of winning a cup final. Goalkeeper, I mean, rate the goalkeeping there. Do we? Do we really? Vidal actually picks it up quite a way off. He does have a little bit of a run before banging that in. Is that great from the goalkeeper? I'm not convinced, but it's a fantastic strike nonetheless. I mean, I'll take a gifted win. If you're going to gift me the goals, I'll take them. Ah, Damiani's on. Now we've got a panic. At 2-0 up, 20 minutes to go, and one of the best strikers I've actually seen now on the pitch. Just going to ease off the positive a little bit. Madeira, Grimes, Shao has just blitzed that side, and Madeira scored. You can stay now, Raul. You can stay. Right, Shao. Just a burst of pace on that right side, finds Madeira at the back post. His marker doesn't do it. Cedarquist is actually a fantastic fullback. You've seen him a few times now, I think. It is interesting that Chelsea have made all 3 changes that didn't change either of the 2 people with low conditioning. Harrison, Vidal, it's 4. I'm a little lost for words, and clearly giving Vidal the correct face has done wonders for his morale. Harrison, I don't really know how that got to Harrison, and not the player that ran through him, but again, we'll absolutely take it. Is Arai their first choice these days? 83 caps for Japan. No, he isn't. He is very much their cup goalkeeper that they are respecting to play in the final. I did wonder because Kepa would obviously be getting on a little bit, but he is still very much their first choice. Apparently he enjoys big matches. Maybe you should have listened to your coaches, like I did. Intriguingly, we're now in a position to take off the only 7.3 rated Ivan Seri. I might rotate a little bit against Fenerbahce in the week, just considering its proximity to the next Chelsea game. We'll bring Cantoro. I mean, there's 5 minutes to go. I'm not really sure there was much point. Yeah, there was literally no point, and, well, there we are, celebrating. I don't own a white shirt. In reality, I do own blue trousers. 2 trousers. Not wearing them, but I'm wearing the blue jacket nonetheless. I did dress accurately on that front. 4-0. Joe Rose is... Well, I really hope we didn't put any money on that. And the Minster men lift a trophy for the first time since the first year of this save, actually. because we didn't defend our FA trophy and we didn't win the leasing.com. You know what? It's right there. I'm passionately going to say it. That was really special, lads. Nobody gave us a chance, but you played magnificently. How could I go for any other option than that? Let's be honest here. Breaks out for 5 days. Probably wouldn't have played in midweek anyway. Bunch of people get medals, including actually Barwick and Battams, who I played in a match earlier in the year. I've sent them both out on loan now because they're homegrown club anyway, so I can send them out to develop. But that's nice to see. I think I played them against Doncaster. Vidal, fantastic, of course. I just noticed they're worth 24 million. I don't know why every single release clause is 5.25 in Argentina, because that was exactly the same what we paid for the new goalkeeper, and that's exactly what we paid for Gonzalez. We've paid 60 grand to people. He's an outstanding footballer and a privilege to work with. Just get Alawar on my side for the years to come. I wonder if this is part of the reason why Madeira didn't actually go to Arsenal in the end, holds you in the highest regard as a manager, considering I continually wanted to sell him. Arsenal played their one game in hand, and the gap's only 11 points now, but so there we are then. Like I said, we'll play Fenerbahce in the next episode along with the game that follows, which is Leicester, just because it'll be back-to-back Chelsea otherwise. There's an FA Cup match against Everton as well. I could do both cups if you so want. If you want me to do the 2 cups and I can just skip the Leicester match in between. I don't know, but Fenerbahce and Leicester or Everton. Next, Carabao Cup winner though, right-hand side, right there. Or there, I suppose, as camera goes. Oh, it's a good feeling to be a cup winner again. It's a good feeling. EC2 are already there. Oh. And there's the trophy history. In fact, Vanarama National League North, FA Trophy, National League, League 2, League 1, runners-up in the Championship, and then Carabao Cup winners. It doesn't say runners-up in the leasing.com trophy, but never mind. Winners. Winners once again. And we've still got 2 other competitions. We're not winning the Premier League, but we've got the other 2 cups. I'll see you next time for one of those at the very least. Until then, 4-0.